Good morning. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, bud. Thanks so much for joining us. And what a road it has been for you. You know, you didn't even get invited to the Combine, and you had other players on your team invited to the Combine. I know that disappointed you. What was your feeling? What was your emotion when you learned you were not invited there?
For me, it was disappointment. It was a disappointment, to be honest. And I just felt like, you know, the chips were going to fall in line regardless of that situation. And I just, you know, just gave me more time to work harder, you know, and prepare myself, you know, for the pro day that I was able to have. And I'm just thankful, you know, for the opportunity. You know, obviously, you go to a university like Florida State, you know, all 32 teams show up at your pro day. So that opportunity was a blessing, and I got a chance to show my talents in front of all the teams.
It's a cool attitude to take where you're not focusing on that as a negative, that you found a silver lining, you found a positive saying, okay, no Combine for me. That allows me more time to work out. Did you come to that silver lining yourself, or did somebody else kind of help you walk through it and get to that point?
It was just a matter of realizing, like, I can't change what already happened. And I was down there training with guys that at the same position as me that got invited to the Combine. And, you know, I felt, you know, my competitive nature, I felt like I was better than, you know, those guys. So, like, that just opened my eyes to the fact that all I just need is an opportunity to show my talent. You know what I'm saying? These guys don't have a chance at the Combine, obviously, and then they get their chance at the pro day, but I just needed one opportunity. I just needed one opportunity to show my talent, you know. And unfortunately, it wasn't at the Combine, but I got that chance at the pro day, and I feel like I impressed, you know, just the way I carried myself and the way I approached it and the way I entered the pro day. You know, I put in so much work, you know, throughout the pre-draft process. You know, I just want to go out there and show everybody that all the work that I put in, because it did take a lot just to get to this point I'm at today.
Jacques Patrick joins us this morning here on the show from Florida State, running back entry of the NFL draft. Also, you dealt with injury over the course of your college career. In 2017, you tore cartilage in your knee, and then you were done for the rest of the season. That was not an easy thing to overcome. How did you do that mentally, being able to come back from that injury, handle that, and come back and be productive the next season?
Well, that injury, that was a funny injury to be really, because I got the injury in the middle. I got it in the middle of the Louisville game, and I knew something was wrong. But you know, when you playing on a lot of adrenaline, so you know you can just keep fighting through it. But it was times throughout that Louisville game that I knew, like, it was something really wrong. And then, like, towards the end of the game, you know, I was able to, you know, give like two crucial plays. I had to come out because I could barely run. And then, you know, a couple plays later, we had mixed exchange with our two younger freshmen. We fumbled the ball and we lost the game, man. And that was just like, it hurt me because I felt like that was on me, because I felt like if I was in there, that wouldn't have happened. But then the next day, I remember we had a team meeting because we had a Friday game coming up next week against Boston College. And Coach Fisher pulled me in a side room, and we were just talking. And I remember I was just eating the sandwich that they had provided for us. I was eating it so fast. And he was like, "Man, you look hungry." And I was like, "Yeah, Coach, I am. I ate all day." And he was just like, "Yeah, man. So I got the news on your knee. You're gonna need surgery." And I just like instantly started crying. And the first thing I asked him, I was like, "Coach, can I still play on it, even if I need surgery?" And, you know, just knowing the situation, he just said, "Yeah." But obviously, you know, after talking to the doctor, he told me I was going to need season-ending surgery. And the craziest part about this story is he told me I was going to be out 4 to 6 months. And I never forget that feeling, man. It was a terrible feeling, like just knowing like the uncertainty of the whole situation. But long story short, I remember waking up out of surgery, and the doctor was telling me I was able to walk, and I felt fine, man. I got up and I was walking, and 2 weeks later I was back playing. You know, by the grace of God, I was back playing, and I was able to finish that season. And I tell you, that was the best feeling ever, just being able to be out there and help your teammates. But it was a eye opener just to understand how this game could be taken away from you at any moment. So you gotta cherish every snap. And that was just like that moment right there changed my career for the better. I cherish every snap I'm out there because I know how it feels not to be able to play, and have a scary injury. An injury they said I was supposed to be out 4 to 6 months, and I was fortunate to miss 2 because of the injury. It was an old injury, so injury I've been planning on for who knows how long, and they was able to go in there and fix it by the grace of God.
That's amazing, man. What a story. Jacques Patrick joining us this morning on the show from Florida State, running back entering the NFL draft. It has never been easy for you. You came into Florida State as the number 3 running back in your recruiting class, and you've had to back up Dalvin Cook. You split time with Cam Akers. You were never the number 1 overall guy in Tallahassee. Was that difficult to share carries and share time with other guys?
When I first came in, it was different because in high school I was the main guy, and I was able to get those 20 carries a game that it's kind of important for a running back to get, for a guy of my style to get carries because I get better with carries. And for me, it was difficult at first because I was playing with a guy that was playing at such a high level, a Heisman-like level, and I wouldn't say I didn't anticipate it. I just, I wasn't ready for that, and as my freshman season went on, it matured me. It made me a better player. And unfortunately, he had injuries, throughout that year that gave me opportunities to play. And I actually got to start a game as a freshman, which was pretty cool. But it just helped me as a player, just the way I had to carry myself every day to come to work, because I know I had to have every week I had to have a perfect week of practice just to even have a chance to play because he was just that dominant, and he was playing at such a high level. And then when my time came to become a starter, I had that same approach, with Akers, because he came in as a young guy and he still had to learn a lot of things, and he was fortunately able to be able to play with me, and we bounced off each other, for 2 years, just like me and Cook did. And my time in Tallahassee was wonderful playing with great running backs. You know what I'm saying? Because at the next level, there's going to be great running backs everywhere, and it's just the way I prepared to play on a daily basis. I think it's going to give me an advantage at the next level because I practice like I play in the games, and that's where my preparation has always been key.
Very cool, man. Your story is inspiring. It's never come easy for you, and yet you keep finding a way to get it done, man. Jacques Patrick joining us here from Florida State. Best of luck entering the NFL draft, buddy. We will be following your story, my man. Thanks so much for taking time out for us today.